The big one here, obviously, is Mr. Saquon Barkley himself there, because that's the biggest change off-season wise. I feel like this guy was this guy who's a face of the franchise for us for the last few years there. So we got to find out, does this show give us any new info? And we talked about it with the trailer. The trailer kind of alluded to, it seemed like Joe Shane was on, the phone there with Barkley, and it kind of alluded to the fact that he wanted, him to do something. He kind of agreed to it. We don't know what that was. We don't, obviously it's a one-sided conversation. They didn't put Saquon on camera as well. But it's going to be kind of interesting to see if we get any more info on this, because I have to imagine the Giants will want to paint themselves in a little better of a light than they are in some people's eyes for not even offering Barkley a contract, supposedly, but at least by all current reports this offseason. I don't know if that's gonna come out that they did. I don't know if it's gonna come out that they told Barkley, hey, call us with your best offer so we have a chance to match it. And they just say, you know what, sorry, nope, that's too rich for our blood. We don't know. We don't know what happened yet. So I'm kind of curious to see what kind of information comes out in this, because there's going to be info coming out. How juicy it is, I don't know. We're going to find out if it's a rare steak or a well done.
Feel like more like a well done steak.
I think so as well. I don't think it'll be that juicy. I think the Giants want Barkley to be one of those guys that can come back to MetLife later on and be cheered as he wears a suit and goes to the Ring of Honor or something like that. And I'm not even saying he's not going to be in the Ring of Honor. I shouldn't go that far probably. But at least a guy that you bring back occasionally to the stadium and people go, oh yeah, appreciate everything he did those years with us. I don't know how realistic that is considering he went to the Eagles. But I do think they have a lot of respect for him as a person and what he did for the team overall. So I'm curious. I'm kind of curious, because if they release that he didn't get him a chance to match, or they release that he didn't, keep in contact with him or do something he said he would do,
they're painting him in a limelight. Like, they're painting him in a really bad shape. If that's
yes, true. And that tells you two things: one, there's bad blood between the two, and two, they don't want him back, even just to go like this and wave to the fans at a halftime of a game or something like that. Like, there are guys that they have respect for that'll be with this organization forever. And we're talking like the Victor Cruzes, the Amani Toomers, the Howard Crosses, the Carl Bankses. There's guys that aren't Hall of Famers, but they're Giants legends, and they keep them around because they want them around. I don't think Barkley is going to be in that category if you see anything negative whatsoever on the show, because that tells you exactly what they think of him and what that legacy is in their mind.
Thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.